The European Convention of Human Rights, the ECHR, is one that we keep hearing about with regard to deporting individuals from this country. You can't do it because of the ECHR. Everybody's clamouring over the fact that it needs to be abolished to enable us to do what we want to do. And then you get people come out of the woodwork that state, well, hang on a minute, do you realise that if you take away their rights, that means you take away your rights as well? And there is a big list of all of the things that you're entitled to under the ECHR. The people that say this, I don't know if you realise, are actually correct. Because when you enter this country, or if you are a citizen of this country anyway, the ECHR applies equally to everybody, regardless of who you are or where you came from. So anybody that enters the country unlawfully has ECHR protection as equally as anybody that lives here now. That's why you get these miscarriages of justice and everything else that go on, because it's against their European human rights. Conversely, if you took it away, then what happens to our rights? Well, this is one of the things that is very important to understand and realise, because we already have those rights. This is something I want you to listen to.
Because I think you need to understand what the constitutional documents in our laws, right, under the common law tell you. Right of public meeting, right of association, right to protection of the law, the principles of natural justice, freedom from discrimination, right to strike, right to participate in government, whereas we're not because they're cheating at our elections, the right to privacy, social rights. All of these rights are here for everyone to understand, which we can go through. The right to property. You have the right sources of liberties. The right to personal liberty, the right to life. These are all common law. The right to property, again, freedom of expression, freedom of conscience. So you're being denied the right of prayer against our very rights and common law rights.
Graham Moore, for some reason, is someone that isn't listened to. He should be very much, because constitutionally, all of these things are protected by the English Constitution. This is something that isn't taught anymore, hasn't been taught properly since the 70s. People have been misinformed, but the point is, we already have those rights. So if you scrap the ECHR, we're protected by the English Constitution. That would come into effect. That has to come into effect. You see? The solution is right there. People like Graham need to be spoken to. One of the things that Farage said, for example, was making a British Bill of Rights. That is something you don't want to do. You can't do. Absolutely no. Because if you create a British Bill of Rights, what will then happen is that it's very similar to what happened with the EU, or they would like to happen to the EU. They try and force a separate constitution on a people that really is naive to the truth, and it will override the constitution of their own countries. The English Constitution in this case will help everybody, not just the English. Everybody. Think about it. And again, Graham is somebody that needs to be listened to, because the Constitution solves a lot. Let me know what you think. As always, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Toodaloo.